Got the new product APT Jazz. Straight under the substrate to the bottom and release. Sky Water Booster. And basically what this is, it's just a GH powder. This little spoon here. So that's one on the floor, very nice. Most of the plants look good, but there are some issues. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. In this video, we're going to be opening this little parcel here. We've got some new products from the 2-hour Aquarist. I really am looking forward to these, and I think my tank needs it. So let's go have a look at what we got. So here's the parcel. Let's just try and open it with one hand. Oh, actually it just comes off like this, sticky. There we go. Let's see what we got in here. And the stuff falls out. Great, that's all there. So what have we got? Got the new product APT Jazz. These are little root tabs. So I'm going to show you later in the video. We'll probably open up one of these packets and we will put them in our tanks. So on the back there, it looks like it gives you a little description of how to space them, how many to use, and a bit about them. Max of 10 capsules per 30 litres of tank, or to add every 2 months. Okay, so we've got a few packets of those, four packets of those, 5 packets of those, sorry. I don't know how many, I wonder how many is in each packet. 18 capsules in this little packet here. So I actually noticed they had like this little glass jar on their Instagram and all that. I don't know if they're selling those in that little jar or not, but that was quite a cool little thing. This one right here is a remineralizing powder, so it's called APT Sky. It says the name down the bottom there, Sky Water Booster. And basically what this is, it's just a GH powder. Doesn't look like it has any KH in it, which is it's good for if you need soft water tanks for growing soft water plants. So low KH value, it's not going to be a problem. Generally when we talk about soft water tanks, we talk about low KH. Having a target of, it says 7 degrees of GH is the target apparently, and that's what they recommend. Oops, just dropped it. Okay, so we've got 2 of those packets, that's very nice. This is really going to help my problems, because remember we're talking about my tank. Let's go have a look at the tank. Over here, the tank was having some plant health issues. Let's go back a bit, have a look at the whole tank. So it's going nicely. Most of the plants look good, but there are some issues. So where can I see? And these little stems here, you might see the new growth of them is it's just a bit deformed, it's a bit odd looking. Don't know if I can get anything on here. Yeah, if you see this one right here, this one has a wee bit of like a weird shaped leaf. It kind of bends around to the side, and that's not even that bad compared to some of the other stems, to be honest. But you can mostly see it on here. Most of the stems that are like this are underneath. There's one there, see? It's all deformed on the new growth. So I am getting a bit of that still. Recently, if you haven't watched my other videos, I took 50% of the soil out and I put 50% new soil in, AD Amazonia version 1, and it really did help. That's why the growth is so much better than it was before. But I don't think I mixed the soil in properly, and I probably should have, but that doesn't matter because with the new root tabs from 2-hour Aquarist, I'm going to be able to do that. If you go onto the website, 2houraquarist.com, you can actually pick up these. There's a discount code as well, so my discount is code Jordan. I'll put it along the screen. I'll also leave a link in the description. So it's 15% discount, really good price, and save yourself some money and use code Jordan. So now we've had a look at the products, I'm going to be adding these little root tabs to this tank right now, just to fix those issues I was talking about. And while we're doing that, obviously we have to do a water change. So I'm going to drain a little bit of the water, add these, then I'm going to finish the water change. And when I'm refilling with the water, I'm going to use that new APT Sky to remineralize my RO water. First of all, we're just going to take some of the water out. Just simple tube. Probably didn't need to, it was just so that when I put my hand in, it's not going to splash around. Before I do this, I'm going to do this whole thing in a water change, so just going to give the glass a quick clean. This is a melamine sponge. So you can use anything you want, but I kind of find these are, well, they're cheap, first of all, which is good, and they work really well. Okay, so that's that bit done. Another thing I like to do, let's move you a bit closer, is use one of these little blades, and what I'll do is I will go down to the bottom of the substrate and I will clean any algae that is appearing on the bottom of the glass. You can also get a credit card if there is algae just underneath the substrate level on the edge of the glass, and you can clean it that way as well. So the next thing I want to do is open this. You've got to get a good set of pin sets. These ones are a wee bit more fine on the tips. Might help me put it into the substrate without disturbing the plants, because I'm not going to be removing any of the plants right now. Ideally you probably would remove the plants and then use these, but we're not going to do it in this video. So let's just open this up. There we go. And see what's inside. So they're little capsules. Maybe a bit closer to the camera so you can see. They are, let me just drop the packet and show you right now. They are black capsules. Many brands, they might even have like yellow, green capsules. Like the little bits inside the capsules are like yellow and green. And when you put these in the substrate over time, the little balls rise to the top. And then you can see them, like the yellow balls in your substrate. It just doesn't look very good. So the fact that it's black is so, it benefits us a lot, because then you don't have the ugly little resin balls, which I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. I need to look at it into it a bit more, but other brands use like little resin balls inside like a little jelly capsule that eventually, what do you call it, like disintegrates, it melts away. So let's go ahead and add the first one. I think I actually need to add some under this Helicaron at the front here, the blood vomit. It's not actually an Helicaron, but I'm going to add some under there. I probably will only put maybe on the packet. Actually, let's talk a bit about that. On the packet it says maximum of 10 capsules per 30 litres of volume of water. This tank's a bit more than 30 litres, I think, so we can use 10 capsules. It says also to space them out at 4 centimetre intervals, 1.5 inches in between each other, little squares. It also says put it 3 centimetres plus below the substrate level. So here I'm definitely going to be having to put it, like, if I'm going to put it at the front here, I'm going to have to put it right on the glass at the bottom of the tank, because 3 centimetres, yeah, I'm probably close to the bottom of the tank there. So it's important to get a really good grip on the capsule so that it's not going to come away from you. In fact, it might even be easier if using pin sets that were a bit more grippy than these thin little ones. But I don't actually have any other ones, so we're going to go with it anyway. So first of all, go quickly straight under the substrate to the bottom and release. So that's one put there. And I might put another one at the front, just around here. Actually, it's probably a good idea for me to like clean my pin sets a bit of the wet, because it's slipping a wee bit, to be honest. There we go. It's important that we make sure we push them all the way down into the substrate and we don't leave them exposed, because that would set off, you know, it's going to release too much nitrogen to the water column, and you're probably going to have algae issues. I'm not exactly sure which type of algae, probably many types, but I think it's probably a one-way ticket to algae town if you do that. That's the root tabs all added. I think I added about 11, I think, or something like that. So going along the guidelines roughly, what's on the packet. What I do with my water changes, I like to clean the substrate level of any detritus, so I use a basic tube like this, start a little siphon, pinch the tube to stop the flow or adjust the flow as I'm doing this. I use this turkey baster here, and basically I just squish it against the substrate dislodging any kind of waste organics, dead plant matter, fish poop, all that good stuff. And I just siphon it out while I'm doing so. Okay, what we have here is a bucket of RO water, just to show you the TDS. I'm not sure if it'll be 0, obviously not. It's 7 parts per million TDS, so it's not far off. This is the ABT Sky, the GH booster. On the back it says something about boost for the health and reproduction of shrimp, unlocking new possibilities in using hard water and softwater plants together. So what this is you're keeping a low KH for softwater plants, but the GH stays relative at the right level. It also says adjusting the GH without negatively affecting NPK, KH or pH values. So some other powders may affect the other parameters, and this one doesn't. So for this powder, I just have to open this. Hopefully I don't drop it in the bucket of water while I'm doing this. Okay, so it's actually got a scoop in there. It's actually got a scoop in there. I'm not even pointing at the camera. There you go. So it's got some. I'll show you this. If I can get it. It's quite a big scoop actually. Oops, not even showing the camera again. So it's quite a big scoop, but it does have a scoop in there. And my hands are all covered in this. Okay, so what it said was I need to add 2, going by the guidelines and doing a bit of calculations for this 10 litre bucket of water. It's actually a bit over 10 litres, but we'll do two level scoops of this little spoon here. So that's 1 on the floor, very nice. And then 2. After you do it once or twice, you'll figure out what levels work for your tank and how much to add, but I'm just going by the guidelines for now. So give that a rough mix in. Let's put this down for a second. You can use a few methods just to mix this kind of thing in. You can get like a big piece of something like this and just swirl it around. I'm getting stuff on the carpet. Oh my god, girlfriend's gonna kill me. But yeah, I just use like a little bucket and a jug, and I just kind of mix that in like this, so that the powder is nicely mixed in. Okay, we're back with the science test kits. So what we have here, let's measure the TDS, 188. It's not mixed in properly, so it might be a bit less, bit more. Let's give it a little bit more of a mix in. I might have used too much, I don't know. I thought I used the right amount. This little test vial adds 5 milliliters of water into there. Done. Then this is an NT Labs test kit, by the way. So this is from NT Labs. Very good product for the money. I think it's very, very cheap, and test kits shouldn't be expensive. So we've got to use the. I'm absolutely rubbish at this, trust me. GHA, yes. So we've got to use this one. We put 2 drops of the first liquid into it. 1, 2. So lid back on, little mix. And then we use the second liquid to count how many drops go into this right here. So how many drops go into this to make it from this color into basically the color of my jeans. So how many drops to make it blue? So we got 1, 2, 3. Let's start at 3. From there I'll get a good idea of where I'm at. Yep, no change. It will be like an instant change, basically. It won't be a gradual change. And 7. Not quite. 12, 13. Okay, that's it there. There we go. So it changed color there to blue. So we're at 13. That's way too high. Interesting. So I did too much. Maybe I would only do 1 scoop of this, possibly. What I'm going to do is actually I'm going to pour some of this out and make it closer to GH of 7. So let's count the drops. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. There we go. So it's a GH of 7 now. So that was about, I would say about 1.25 milliliters to 1.5 milliliters of powder I put in there to the 10-litre bucket. It's actually just over 10 litres, so maybe my calculations are a bit off. But so that's 10-litre bucket, about 1.25 milliliters, 1.5 milliliters of powder. So guys, that is the new products from the 2-Hour Aquarist, the APT Sky and the APT Jazz. So we have a new root tab and we have a new water booster GH powder. The tank is looking a bit cloudy, but I'm really super happy I got these products, especially the root tabs. This tank really needed it. Some of the plants, I'm hoping the new growth improves and doesn't look as deformed as it is now. Now that we have a good ammonia source in the substrate again. And guys, if you have liked the video, drop me a like, drop me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you want to see any updates about this tank, check my Instagram channel. Have a good day, guys. Bye bye.